Communication is above all a situation in which I can communicate with a person and still feel good about myself. This is most important in family relationships. Communication is an opportunity to feel a person close to you. Each of us knows this feeling. We approach someone, talk to them, and immediately realize whether it is our person or not. Sometimes something inside may not allow us to accept him. In such situations, it is important to think about why it happens and how we can overcome these internal barriers. Let's think about how we communicate with other people and how we show ourselves. For example, when we wake up in a bad mood, our body communicates this state through nonverbal communication. We may say one thing, but our body communicates something completely different. The interlocutor senses this and feels misunderstood about the situation. You say that everything is wonderful, but your face shows otherwise. Our task, as adults seeking happiness and harmony, is to learn to monitor our emotional reactions. How do we interact with the world? What do we most expect from socializing? For me, it's important to feel attention. When I go somewhere and I get attention, my mood is lifted. I feel more open and ready to respond to others. However, we often behave differently. We come and talk only about our own needs, without thinking that the other person with their own expectations and needs is listening to us. As a result, arguments arise, our egos are activated, and communication can turn into conflict. Afterward, we often feel guilt and shame for what we said, judging ourselves. It is important to realize that judging ourselves and others does not lead to forgiveness. It only exacerbates conflicts and disagreements. Statistics show that two close people with experience living together understand each other only 25% of the time. Imagine if we had an interpreter who only knew 25% of the language, we wouldn't hire him or her. So why do we settle for such a low level of understanding when communicating with our loved ones? We need to learn to listen and ask clarifying questions to truly understand each other. Love your neighbor as yourself is not just a phrase. You first need to love yourself as you are. When we accept ourselves, a sense of joy and wholeness comes. We are human beings made for each other. By learning how to communicate properly, we can complement and support each other. Different people with different mentalities and life experiences can unite under a common goal, but every word spoken is perceived differently. Our task is not to criticize, but to ask questions and seek mutual understanding. Working with people, I realize that the most important thing is communication. What words we use, what thoughts we formulate, it all matters. We often cannot find the words to explain our thoughts, and at that moment, it is important not to react aggressively, but to try to understand. In close and friendly teams, differences of opinion are inevitable, but let's not evaluate each other based on external factors. Often we do not know how to formulate our thoughts correctly. The first word in the scriptures is, "In the beginning was the Word." It shows how important what we say is. Words can hurt and kill, but they can also give kindness and attention. Communication is first and foremost a relationship between people. It doesn't have to be efficient. It doesn't have to be purposeful. It should always be heartfelt, human, and ecological. It doesn't matter what we talk about or where we come to in the conversation. It's the atmosphere that matters. Let me end this post with a metaphor. A morning cup of coffee is like levels of communication. The flavorful crema is our brief contacts and introductions. The coffee itself, sweet or bitter, represents our lives and daily interactions. And at the bottom of the cup is the most delicious and rich sediment, symbolizing the essence of a person. You have to drink the whole cup of coffee to get to it. What do you like better, the crema, the drink itself, or the coffee grounds? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments.